Man accused of murdering 4 innocent people inside an Antioch Waffle House was set to appear in court this morning. News Channel 5's Sarah McCarthy is there to explain what's next for Travis Reinking.
Travis Reinking did not personally appear in the courtroom today. He waived his right to be here, and we saw very little movement forward in this case. Reinking's attorney asked the judge for time to complete a mental evaluation. He also revealed Reinking will not be evaluated inside the jail. Instead, he'll be transported to an outpatient facility, but he'll remain in police custody throughout that process. Attorneys will meet again in 3 weeks for a status check on that evaluation. Reinking, of course, faces 4 counts of criminal homicide for gunning down innocent people inside an Antioch Waffle House. Family of at least one of those victims sat inside the courtroom today. That family member did not want to speak on camera, but was emotional as she watched today's short proceeding. It'll be 3 weeks before we hear an update on Reinking's mental evaluation. We will be here for that and continue to bring you updates in this case. Reporting in Nashville, Sarah McCarthy, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Sarah. This morning was also supposed to be the accused Opry Mill shooter Justin Golson's first appearance before a judge, but that hearing has been continued until later this week as well. Happening now, the search continues this morning for a missing 4-year-old girl out of Dixon County. The TBI issued a statewide endangered child alert for Kaylin Turnbow over the weekend. She's paralyzed from the waist down following a car accident last year. That wreck killed her mother. Now this morning, Kaylin is believed to be somewhere with her biological father, Jason Bradford. We're told their disappearance could be linked to some type of custody issue. Anyone with information about 4-year-old Kaylin Turnbow or this case is asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. For 5 days in a row, what was always considered a slice of paradise is now a volcanic nightmare. The lava flow, in some places burning at 1,000 degrees, has already destroyed more than 30 homes and forced thousands to evacuate. Carter Evans shows us an up-close and rare view of this unstoppable force of nature.
From the air, lines of smoke show where lava is flowing through Leilani Estates as homes continue to burn.
Up here in the helicopter, you can really get an idea of the scope of the destruction below. You don't see any firefighters down there because there is nothing they can do. This is an unstoppable force.
The lava has consumed everything in its path, including trees and homes. It crept across the street and slowly enveloped this car.
The eruption, progressed. A few more pretty extensive flows. Seems like there's a lot of magma underground and there's no sign of slowing down.
At least 10 fissures have opened up in Leilani Estates, which is on the eastern slope of the Kilauea volcano. In some cases, the eruptions were so violent, lava spewed more than 200 feet in the air.
At first glance, it may not look like the lava here is moving at all. It's cooled, there's a crust on top, but if you look at the leading edge here on the road, it is slowly inching forward.
Over the weekend, the Big Island was rocked by hundreds of earthquakes, including one measuring 6.9, Hawaii's largest in more than 40 years.
It's like a Goliath, like a roaring jet engine.
Sam Knox lives about 100 yards away from one of the eruptions.
Why did you choose to stay?
Because this is where I live, right here. I had faith in the gods that my house is going to be okay.
The lava is showing no signs of slowing down, and that's just one of the concerns here. The other is toxic gas. The lava emits sulfur dioxide. It can be deadly, and authorities say it's at extremely high levels in what they call the hot zone. Carter Evans, CBS News, Pahoa, Hawaii.
It sounds cliche, but it is so true. It's do or die tonight for your Nashville Predators. Did you catch the hockey highlight of the weekend? Even with the loss, 5-year-old Caleb Daniel had the honor of tossing a catfish on the ice before the game. He was born with a congenital heart defect and has had 3 extensive surgeries and a heart transplant. His mom says while he was in the hospital during last year's playoffs, he watched all the games and even would throw a little fake fish out onto the floor, cheering the team on. She says keeping up with his favorite players gave him a reason to smile during those scary days.
It was just his joy, his excitement. The staff at the hospital really played into Caleb's love for the Predators, and friends decorated his room from top to bottom Predators gear.
I bet he'll be fired up again tonight, so come on, fellas, do it for Caleb. The Preds take on the Jets. The puck drops at 8:30 in Winnipeg. If we win and force a Game 7, it will be on home ice back here this Thursday night.